Tronox is an interesting company that straddles the mining, metals, and industrial dye industries. Tronox focuses its mining activities on the discovery and production of titanium ores and zircon. It uses these in the production of titanium dioxides and chemical sands, which are vital ingredients in the industrial dye sector. The company's products are used in the manufacture of paints, plastics, and papers, and the byproducts are also useful in the production of gypsum and caustic sodas. Tronox has mining and manufacturing facilities on every continent except Antarctica and distributes its end products globally. So, how does Tronox stack up as an investment? Well, let's take a look. Tronox has strong revenues, reflecting the essential nature of its products in multiple industries. For the most recent reported quarter, revenue was generally in line with its recent range of the past few years. Earnings showed a slightly mixed result, but was still at the highest point in the past 2 years and up 37% year over year. Both earnings and revenues are finding support from the global market in titanium dioxide, where prices are rising faster than cost inputs. Right now, the stock dividend is about 3.23%. J.P. Morgan analysts see risks, but more potential reward, as a company should be able to maintain a good free cash flow. The company is expected to lower its cost structure with the production of new ore mines that are beginning production. J.P. Morgan states that after any recession and going into an economic recovery, the equity value for Tronox may be twice what it is today. To this end, J.P. Morgan rates Tronox an overweight, in other words, a buy. J.P. Morgan has set a $30 per share price target, and at current levels, this target implies a 1-year gain of over 90%. So, let's take a look at our charts. And now we're looking at the monthly chart on Tronox Holdings plc, and the symbol is TROX. For disclosure purposes, I do not hold any shares of Tronox at this time. And simply looking at the price chart, I think you can see the cycles. These are nice cycles moving on through here. Not necessarily predictable, but they are relatively smooth, and you should be able to have an easy time following these through the cycles from the valleys to the peaks. And right now we peaked over 25 and we're heading on down, so I would expect a valley, hopefully someplace say in this range here. But looking at the oscillators, let's take a look at volume here first. The volume is fine. It's going pretty much stable all the way across, all the way back to, say, 2015, but that's of no consequence. More recently, the volume is decent. Here into the MACD, you can see that cycle as well. And right now, from that top at this point here over to probably around 3, we're coming on down with a fast line in black moving through that slow line in red. We're still above the 0 line, so we still have positive influence and some power. But we're coming up here to the 0 line with the fast line here, and the separation between that and the slow line means we still have some more downward trading, perhaps some sideways movement, perhaps even volatility. Now, definitely this bottom here had a lot of volatility to it. This is much cleaner at that level here, and this was pretty clean right there. Hopefully we have another clean bottom coming up here, but only time will tell. Taking a look here at the histogram, again, that same nice cycle. You should be able to track this relatively easily. Same thing here in the price rate of change, also just below that 0 line, so it's losing some strength expected on the downside. But watch for this to bottom and base. Watch for that sawtoothing to occur, somewhat like this did here. And then hopefully you can predict or perhaps anticipate any movement. Same thing here with the relative strength index, and you can take a look from these bottoms here, and hopefully here soon. we have just a very slight upward trend line, so watch that. It is gaining strength over the years. It depends upon when this is going to bottom and base, but it looks like it might try to start in this area here. Once again, very nice cycle with the stochastics as well as the Williams. Again, watch that, and I think you're going to be able to anticipate the movement of the next cycle. As usual, check your fundamentals. Back up here to the price chart. One more last look. Nice cycle. Look for this bottoming basing in this area here. But once again, study the fundamentals. And for today, that's ChewDog Charts. Thank you.